Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he has the entire power to do whatever he wants to do. It's in his hands.
I think that is where we may have a bit of a miscommunication. It's not in his hands. It's in our hands how this season goes.
But doesn't it make a good story for someone who's never won to actually win for once?
That's so cheesy. Gosh. Nobody wants a story like that. It's so tired. That's what a 30, 40-year-old dad shows to their kids and expects them to be grateful. No. Ugh.
Folks, it is a beautiful spring day here in Louisville, Kentucky. The sun is shining, the breeze is cool, the blood rain has finally passed, and it is baseball season.
How far away do you think greatness is?
They love to see old guys like you finally get it every once in a while, but this is the shit they live for.
I see it of two ways. You can sit here, take your punishment, keep your head down. What if you did something different?
I'm not a chess piece this season. I'm gonna try and make a baseball move.
God Killer Home Run, the next mini-series from Game Master Monday, premieres August 24th wherever you enjoy podcasts. Starring Brad Zillman, Sadie Pasley, Ian Grant, Shadow Sylvia, Mags Curry, and Kenny Chilton as your God Killer. Using the God Killer system by Connie Chong with additional mechanics from Ball Game by Finch Edmund. On August 24th, batter up.
aren't you just a sweetie? And snaps his neck.
Great. Thanks, Colleen. Maybe I will get that longer leash.
Under the watchful eye of Dole, I ask that this soul be guided safely to what lies beyond.
That is very sweet of you, V.
I am sweet, I know.
I was going to say more, but not anymore.
I understand what my responsibilities are, and unfortunately it's not just to this one church. Griam has made that abundantly clear. And I'm sorry that I can't stay here with you for the rest of my life, praying in a dark room.
You could have if you wanted to. You could have. It could have been me and you. Toga, why do you want to be a noble?
It's complicated, but back home, things have gotten a little weird, and I need to be able to take care of things, because I can't always trust the people there to take care of it.
And I hear you've already gotten your group assignment?
Yeah, the general said something about submitting it.
Yes, he submitted it, and then I swear I looked at it a different way, and I'm quite surprised with which group you got put with.
What are they like?
Hello, and welcome back to the technically middle episode of ZeitHeist, but the finale of our Call of Cthulhu section of it tonight. Excited to have everybody here. We'll just do what we've always done. We'll go around one way for people to say who they is and what they got going on, and then we'll probably just get right on into it. Go ahead, Ryan.
Sure. Oh boy. I'm Ryan. Tonight I'll be playing Cliff, and what I have going on is trying not to die in the next 3 hours.
Hello, my name is Teddy, pronouns he, him. I will be playing Lyle this evening, also pronouns he, him, and I am more than excited to end this session today.
Kit.
That is me. I'm Kit, they, them. I will be playing Maud DuPont of the New York City DuPonts, she, her. I'm just here for a good show. I fully have no idea how we're gonna end this, but we're gonna end it somehow.
And I'm Natasha. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Natasha B Cosplays. I use she, her pronouns, and today I'll be playing Sylvia Lopez Esquire. Very ready to have untold horrors happen to her in the next few moments.
I don't know what you mean. I'm Lux. I'm the GM. I do know how it's going to end. So there's a stillness that kind of lies in like heavy air. It's an oppressive weight that fills your lungs as you gasp. It's tension supplied by the world to deny you what you need most. And in that weight, people move throughout the building that most of you are in. Friends laugh over drinks, poker chips are tossed about, a small band begins to play, unaware of the fate bearing down on them, unaware of the flash of green across the street. Everyone but Lyle, unaware of it. As Lyle, you've begun to make your way out of the theater towards Sylvia's apartment where you'd left an assortment of goods after last time. And you see a similar light that you recognize, but you don't remember where from, of a green flash coming from the front of the bank.
So I've gone back to Sylvia's house.
Mm-hmm.
I go to where I have stashed the canvas bag that I brought there that morning. We see that, like, as I kind of get down on my knees from where I left it on the ground and kind of open it up, there's a fairly large bolt action rifle kind of sitting on top of various bundles of what we soon see to be dynamite. I take the rifle out of the bag, put it down next to the bag, and then just start picking up and counting the sticks of dynamite that I have. How many do I have? I have, what, 6, I think? 4?
I think it's 4.
Yep, I've got 4 sticks. So these are my last few good remaining sticks of dynamite. The rest of my stash I had to throw away. I'm sort of doing the calculations in my head, kind of mulling over whether or not what I have here is enough to put a stop to whatever this is that's going on in town once and for all. I take the 4 sticks, and start making my way, and I've got the rifle also now sort of slung over a shoulder, and I start making my way towards the bank.
Okay. You're making your way towards the bank. Sylvia, when last we had seen you, you were in the midst of a green flash coming from within the vault with Pritchett going on and on about progress and what that means. And in this moment, you are home. Not this home, but back home. The warm smell of breakfast being made, the tea that you still make today, the smell of it drifting through the air in the morning. What is this feeling for you like? What does it feel like to be back home for a moment?
It's a mixture of weird unease and comfort at the same time. Unease because the country that she's from, especially at this time, it went through a lot of war and there's strife and all sorts of political uproot happening. And so it wasn't the easiest place to live. And so she's a bit worried about that. But it's also just very lovely to see the home she grew up in, to look outside and see more tropical life unlike she'd been used to seeing these past 40 years or so that she's been living in Texas.
There is a sense of this is my calm within the crazy around you, in a way. And you begin to look out towards the window and into the city and the streets around your home as you feel kind of this warmth, but another kind of green clouds your periphery. And all of a sudden you're in a courtroom across from Jonathan Pritchett, trying to, in your mind and in the truth, most likely deliver justice for the situation. What is that feeling right now?
Sylvia's smart enough to see where her chips are laying down ahead of time in court cases, especially considering how long she's been doing it for. And she's seen this type of corruption time and time again. I think she spotted that it was a losing battle to begin with from the beginning. And she still goes into these every time knowing it's a losing fight for the slim chance that justice can prevail in this situation. And depending on where we are in the court proceedings, it's either that's still that ember of hope, or towards the end, just an unbridled kind of righteous fury of.
You know that you should be feeling that, but it's starting to feel clouded. And you're starting to feel almost as though it's being pulled and drained away from you, this memory. And you're feeling this kind of actively leaving and this feeling of it going away and being drawn. And you look towards the corner of the room, of this courtroom, and you see in the corner the green thing that is in the vault is staring at you inside of this memory. And you can feel the walls of this memory and kind of your perspective of it all feeding down into that thing.
Do I still feel the book in hand?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of squeeze onto that for almost as a grounding. And I just think mentally towards it again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have what you need?
There is more here than that. And you see Pritchett begin to move around in this memory in ways that don't fit the memory itself. And it's not the Pritchett that you remember that day. It's the Pritchett that was standing in front of you moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Sylvia, progress is easy when folks forget who they are.
Well,
Wouldn't you like to forget?
what a bastard you are? Absolutely not.
Oh, that'll stay in your memory. I can assure that.
There's just no. Because I've learned so much over the years. Why would I ever want to forget it?
For life to be simple.
They do say it's what's that expression you all use in English? Ignorance is bliss.
It is.
Well, it's not if you know that you're forgetting what a prick you are.
Oh, there's no forgetting. And you see him pull out like this large like wooden paddle, and he smacks the green creature, and the memory begins to draw in faster and faster towards it. Make a sanity check for me.
Yeah.
Or willpower, just straight up willpower to see if you can hold on.
Cool. Right, I need to pull up virtual dice. Ooh. 18. That's good.
You feel the want to let go of the memory, right, and lose it, and it's that feeling of maybe not necessarily your choice in the matter of losing it, but that it is leaving, but you're grasping on and holding on to it, and you feel It's almost like part of the drain that is going into this monster gets kind of like stopped for a second, and it begins to slowly trickle back into it again, rather than like the rapid loss of memory. And Pritchett kind of looks around and sees this. Oh, Sylvia, don't hold on to the past. Just let it go now. You're halting progress. All right?
Not. I'm making sure we don't forget our history.
History's written by me and the folks like me. Ain't nothing to forget about it. What you mean?
There are those who will still be alive and passing these stories down, whether they are spoken or whether they are written. They will be known, and other people will know about the truth of people like you and what horrors they get done. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Your truth that you're going to tell people, truth is whatever they make it out to be, Sylvia. This is my truth right here.
End.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be you that's coming out in the end. And he's going to charge at you with the paddle.
I have the shotgun hidden under my skirt. Can I take a shot?
You certainly can.
Oh, I just deleted the dice I was trying to use. There we go. And then 25. That's a success.
Okay.
And I
roll
think,
damage.
How do I roll damage?
I think it's probably like a D8 or a D10, I'd bet, for a shotgun. I don't remember off the top of my head. Just do a D10.
Cool. 5.
5.
Plus, yeah.
Okay, perfect. He begins to move at you with this paddle, and you instinctively just reach down, whip out the shotgun, and take a shot at him.
Also, I don't know if it makes a difference, but it was half. It was lower than half success for the shotgun.
Lovingly in the situation, it's not going to make a difference. As you shoot him with the shotgun, and you see like his torso just get riddled with the little pellets that come out of the shot, right? And he kind of stumbles and stops for a second, and you see that same kind of green ichor begin to pour from him. That was from the man in the train, right? And he just oh, Sylvia.
I load it and I point it at the green creature in the corner, not breaking eye contact with him. What happens if he gets shot?
I've taken enough people, surely. Kill an innocent thing, see if I care. Go on, shoot it. Shoot it.
Connecting with the book again. What happens? What is this creature?
It typically feeds off memory passively. They tend to be more remote.
I'm gonna back up. If we're still in the same space and this is all in my mind, I knew that the door was behind me and that the hat man was next to me. I'm gonna try and see if I back up, if I hit courtroom or if I hit vault door.
Yeah. You begin to back up and you kind of brush past Hat Man, right? And you see him kind of move up in front of you. And he's also just standing as not an actual part of the memory, right? And then you feel steel behind you. Distinctively, like much colder than a wooden door would be, right?
If I push, is there any give or is it locked?
You feel a little bit of give.
I'm gonna push it back and again
As you-
with the shotgun pointing at him as I back up. And
You continue to back up, and as you are, you see out of the spots where there's ichor coming out, begin to come out almost like insect-like legs.
I'm shooting again.
Begin to crawl out of him as he tears apart some of the skin and begins charging towards you as you shoot. And the last thing you see is the Hat Man approach and hit him as the vault door shuts in front of you.
I'm gonna run. I'm booking it.
You book it out, and about the time you rush out, you bump into Lyle carrying a load of dynamite and a gun.
I'm carrying a shotgun.
You're on mute, by the way, Lyle, just in case.
Whoa, hey there, Sylvie, you
I shot Pritchett. There are insects coming out of him.
Excuse me?
There are bugs coming out of that man. He is nasty. I knew it.
All right, well, I guess that's where we're at. Listen, he's still in there, right?
Yes, and there's a creature that can drain your memory passively. It's green. Jonathan called it innocent, though. So I don't know how much he's involved in, or how much this is just kind of a thing that this creature does.
Okay, I don't know nothing about none of that, but listen, I reckon if it, and I just sort of like kind of gesture at the bundles of dynamite that I'm holding on that I've got underneath my armpits.
As one does.
I reckon this will probably take care of whatever the hell's in there. Listen, maybe you ought to head back to the rest of them folk. I'm gonna go make use of all this.
When I went in there initially, before entered the memory space, did I also see that there was actually a back door?
There's not a back door that like goes into the vault itself. Like the vault has one entrance in, one entrance out. There's a back door that comes into like the office area, and then there's the side door that looks towards like the theater, and there's the front doors that look towards like the square in general.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Then I'll take like one of the side or back doors through the office to not be in an immediate kind of public vicinity.
Okay. Do you walk past?
Do I? No, I'll take care of these. Lord, it was just Pritchett that was in there, right? Pritchett and that whatever.
The Hat Man is in there, and there's this other creature. It's green. But the Hat Man was trying to defend me. He went to attack him. I don't know what's going on in there now.
You guys can hear like muffled, terrifying shrieks and screams and like chittering
There's
of
some weird
jaws.
shit happening in there now.
I'm gonna go set this dynamite. Y'all get clear.
I'm gonna try and discreetly, as I exit, move people away from where the vault space. If there's like anyone kind of hanging out on those walls, like against the walls,
Nope.
I'm just gonna back people off.
Oh, like when you go into the theater? Because there's no one in the bank at all.
Okay, perfect. Or
The
no,
bank is
just
empty.
even like outside the bank. Once
Okay.
I leave the bank to like.
It
make
is
people
starkly
outside.
empty. Everyone has been like almost forced fed at this point
Everyone's
into the theater. Yeah.
Okay.
And inside of that space, we find Cliff at a table playing blackjack currently.
I would like to make one like very small kind of retconny thing.
Sure, go for it.
When we got here, when we got to the auction, Cliff had a kind of mild, just like firearm in his jacket. I think that if he saw Lyle leaving, he probably would have handed it and been like, "Drop this off at Sylvia's if that's where you're going," and he would have replaced it with the snake one so that it's inside of his jacket.
For sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, do you mind just like how many people are sitting at this table?
Six.
Six. And I assume Carrington is one of them.
Yeah. Carrington is not the seat next to you, but one over. So like you can still see each other, but there's
I'll look over to him and just say, feeling lucky tonight?
I'm always feeling lucky. Cliff, it's something that has just come natural to me, I think.
I'm sure. How has he been doing tonight? How's
Roll
the
luck.
game's been going? Roll luck.
Yeah, roll luck.
Regular success.
Okay. I would say we'll say we're probably about 5 hands in at this point. You've done well. You've won, I'll say 3 out of 5, right? Like you're making money. He's probably about on pace with you. It's not like an incredible, he's winning everything. He hasn't, lost or hasn't busted or anything like that. Like there's been times where he's definitely messed up. Make us spot hidden check for me.
Okay. As I do this, I just say, "You been over to see that bank yet?" And for the spot hidden, regular success, 52 on a 75.
Well, Cliff, I think you've forgotten I'm partial owner of the bank at this point. So yeah, I've been in and out quite a bit.
Yeah, I only stopped by the day before. I mean, so many people going in and out today. Must be quite the sight.
We're doing tours so that they can see. Few people ever get to see inside the vault of a bank. As he kind of taps his fingers to say hit, right? And as he's doing that, you see the dealer pull from the bottom of the deck instead. And you're starting to get the sense that there's a cadence that they have of when he gets to win and not to kind of keep things rolling, right?
I got it.
You know, we figured we'd let people enjoy the wonderful things that are coming to this town, get a little bit of a preview of the future and what it could be.
And what is that?
Well, I think one of the most wonderful things that can come out here to bumfuck nowhere is a bit of progress. Businesses. Ways to get people jobs and hire them out and continue expanding.
True enough. True enough. This is it's interesting. This is the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Why would you guys come here?
Well, Dallas is
I'm
close
up here
by.
on business.
Of course. Dallas is close, but too big already. There's too much happening there, and
too big.
the simpler mind is easy to mend.
Sorry, what was that?
The simpler mind is easy to mend.
I mean, sure.
How am I going to go preach about progress to people who are in the middle of it?
Because I just don't see the value of coming into nowhere. And
do you preach Christ to the Pope? No.
Don't need to.
Exactly.
But there's no reason to preach Christ to the atheists because they're just going to spit on your feet.
Yeah, fair. I've found people, at least most of the time for where we've been, have been agreeable.
Just like the dealer right now?
Now you're starting to understand a bit more, Cliff, that sometimes life just isn't in your control as he continues playing. And throughout this conversation, he is he had originally a 12, nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just continued hitting over and over again and got ones and twos and little numbers until I guess aces and twos and little numbers. And it's taken about 7 to get to a 21, which is obviously very abnormal. Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah. As the game goes, I just, if I've found anything in this life, and I like to think I found a lot as I kind of fiddle with the watch that I'm wearing, which is actually broken. It doesn't tell the time. And I kind of fiddle with it. Just if I found out anything, it's that I've earned a lot. I've come a long way. I don't need people like you, who is so strikingly similar to people like me, to tell me what I've earned.
We all learn things in different ways. Doesn't matter how you earn it at the end of the day, just that it gets earned. Fair enough.
Sure.
He'll begin to kind of sit and just roll a poker chip in his hand, right? And kind of lean on the table. Gets dealt 2 cards, it doesn't even look, says hit. And the same type thing. You're starting to see they're starting to care less about hiding it over time, people started to leave the table. And you kind of, for the moment now, look around and see it's just the 2 of you at the table with the dealer.
I'll unbutton the jacket. See the gun on the inside. You know, if I've learned anything, and as I've said, I like to think I've learned a bit. There is only so much power that comes from preaching. Because at the end of the day, it's not really the Pope. It's the people that he puts in big metal suits to walk where he needs. So I guess I just can't help but continue to wonder why are you getting peasants? You're not exactly getting soldiers out here.
And he's gonna like scooch over to the chair next to you where there was someone earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a bit of a faster speed than you expected in the movement. And you feel a bit of a sharp pain in your thigh as you look down, and just a little bit poked into you as a knife currently.
Okay.
Well, you see, the thing is, someone has to be at the top. Now, whether or not the person at the top is actually running things doesn't matter at the end of the day. What matters is that we want happens. And what we don't doesn't.
Right.
Right. So we would love to see this small town prosper and grow and become a shining example of what progress can be. Now, these simple folk around here, they'll enjoy tonight. They'll drink more than they ever have. They'll feel a taste of luxury that they will crave for the rest of their existence. And they'll pour everything that they can into us to get it again and again. But the thing about the people who crave that, the people who you really get, is you give them little tastes every so often. Just a little bit. One glass of water in the desert will keep you going for a long time. You give them a whole oasis, they'll sit there for forever. You give them a little bit of water and tell them there's more that way, they'll walk. And they'll keep walking. As long as you want them to. So you drop another little glass of water for them. And they'll drink that. And they'll say, see, we found the glass of water, just like they promised. And then they'll walk.
Cliff in this moment, he is as he's listening to Carrington, because he can't really do anything else. He realizes that all of the things that he tells himself at night and the life that he's led, it starts to wash away a little bit, as at the end of the day, he's still the kid that he was, hoping that something lucky would happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
That he could call determined or chosen or skilled or whatever word he wants to use for the day.
Yeah.
And all of that just starts to wash away as he realizes, maybe not realizes, but accepts that he's still just that poor kid growing up in Chicago that just has to hope that the next day he wakes up.
As that kind of reminder of mortality in a way kind of rushes over you. Maud, what are you doing?
Maud is, I think, sort of roaming around this hall that this auction and these games are taking place in. She's got a drink in hand that she has not taken a sip of. Just sort of trying to get eyes on people, aware that like Sylvia's off doing Sylvia things. She's got eyes on Cliff at the poker table, trying to see, you know, who else in this room is in on the grift, trying to get a read on who's just like the pawns here. Really just trying to get a read on the place.
Do you have are you looking through the pocket watch at all? Or are you just looking around? Like, what's the plan there?
Well, so the pocket watch kind of scares her.
Fair. She doesn't have to do anything with it.
Yeah, I think on occasion she'll get it out as if she's like checking the time. She doesn't like walk around with it in front of her.
Yeah.
But on occasion when she can bring herself to look at it, she will peek at it very quickly and maybe in the back of her head trying to piece together, you know, what exactly is the watch trying to tell us. But also the other half of her brain is like trying not to think about it too hard because that's mind-bending information.
Oh yeah. That's just like parts of the time where you're like, is this person in on it? And then you'll see the stopwatch just isn't moving, right? And that's kind of your confirmation, like, okay.
Okay, so all the people who seem suspicious in that way, there's the pattern of it's
there's a
not
pattern
moving.
of and you even kind of test it because you've seen Tony, you've seen Antonio walking around, you've seen him talking with Cliff a few times, and you know that he works for them, but every time you look at him, it's still moving, right?
Okay.
And you're looking around, you've seen up top, there's like this grand staircase that kind of goes up into a secondary level. The entire night up top has been the general kind of looking down over everybody, right? And it stops on him. His time doesn't move either. And it's just kind of an observation he made that he is up top the whole time, kind of staring out at everybody. And then you're looking for Carrington as you see him move over quickly towards Cliff. You don't see anything else but him move over quickly towards Cliff, and Cliff kind of move a little bit in an uncomfortable way. And you see the time as you're looking at Cliff start to slow down a little bit as you're watching it.
There's a squint, and then Maud will try to make eye contact with Cliff. She's not gonna like say anything, but like just try to make that eye contact of like, are you good? Do I need to make a distraction? Do I need to get you out of there? Are you chilling?
Cliff is like low-key dissociating at the moment. He's just like kind of staring off into space. And he's not like catatonic by any means. He's actually, he has a poker chip in his hand and he's like fiddling like aggressively. It's just like flipping between his fingers and his thumb, and occasionally you'll just see like the chip kind of miss and like his thumb will just kind of jam into his finger a little bit, and he's just like staring off into space.
I don't love that. I'll be honest with you.
It's probably the correct reaction, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I think Maud's going to slowly but with purpose sort of mosey that direction. And that drink that she's got in her hand, there's a bit of a trip and it goes down the back of the chair that Cliff is sitting in.
Okay. As you do that, I'll say, Sylvia, you're kind of walking in and see this moment as well.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Why don't we let me find you a restroom or a handkerchief or something to.
Yeah, thank you. Especially because the suit jacket at this point is down the back of the chair, so it's just like jacket ruin down the back of his dress shirt. You just like, yeah. Did he remove the knife? I mean, I know it wasn't like fully jammed into my leg.
Yeah, it was that sort of like enough to make you bleed a little bit, but not do damage, right? And at the moment of like you jerking away from like the cold drink, like the knife is gone, and you even look down to see if he's still like holding it, and it's tucked away somewhere.
Is there any notion of that Maud would spot as she's like sort of coming up behind the two, or is he being purposefully very sly about it?
He's being very sly about it.
Okay. All I know is
I
Cliff
would
is
say
uncomfy.
as you're like looking down and like, oh my gosh, I spilled it on you. You'd probably see little drips of blood like on the chair that he's sitting in, but you wouldn't know like where from.
Interesting. It just looks like Cliff tore his pants a bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go get you cleaned up. I'm so sorry. I will have it back in just a moment. Sort of address the table.
Of course.
Then
I
usher
guess
him
it's
away.
just me and him right now, right?
Yeah, it's just the two of them at this point and the dealer.
I don't know how poker works. He doesn't need to know
It
that I know
doesn't
how
matter.
poker works.
I will discreetly meander through the crowd in their direction as well to eventually meet up with them.
I'm sure we'll get a chance to chat again, Cliff.
Yeah. And just steps away.
Lyle, were you planning on just planning around the bank and coming into the theater, or what was your plan there?
So I reckon that my plan is to set as many of the pieces of dynamite as I can and just sort of create a controlled situation wherein I can blow it up at a moment's notice. But before I do that, as I'm sort of making my way, because I think the plan right now is to try and make my way to where that window is around the back of the bank. Is looking around the town square. Are there any like second or like even third story windows that have a good vantage point over the outside of both the bank and the banquet hall?
Sylvia's apartment does.
Sylvia's
Her apartment specifically on like the second floor.
Okay, cool. So I just sort of like make a mental, like I look back over towards Sylvia's house and just sort of like make a note of how long it's going to take me to run from the bank to Sylvia's home. And then I head around the back of the bank. Are there any places that I can see that would be like, would it be possible even to like somehow break open that window and then toss a stick in? Or are there places that I can see where I can place it where there's going to be like maximal structural damage to the outside of the bank?
You could definitely try to throw a stick in. There's no guarantee, right? Because you are throwing a stick of dynamite that is old into. It's not a huge window to go into the vault by any means, because of almost for like this exact reason, right? Of security. There are a couple, and you can certainly try to. As far as like the structural damage goes, you have a good idea of like where to place some. I would say make me an intelligence check to see like how well you could, because you're not like an architect or anything, but
I
it's also
know
dynamite. It's a dynamite in the building. Like it's going to do damage no matter what.
Yeah. Where are my tens digit d10s? Hang on. You know what? We'll just pick. This is going to be tens digit. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that is a intelligence failure.
You don't necessarily know where's going to be the best spot.
Can I push it?
You can push it. If you fail, you are 100% going to have a harder time getting away from the blast.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and push it.
Okay.
Okay. That is a hard success.
Okay. The bank itself is again built in almost like that diamond shape, right? Just from where it sits on the square, like where the front of it is. It's a square building, but its rotation makes it look more like a diamond. You're aware that in that sort of situation, if you can make at least two of kind of the legs of the square crumble, it's going to mostly all come down, right?
Yeah.
And so you get the sense that probably if you focused on one side more than the other, you could demo it and then like it would fall like dominoes in a way.
Okay. So with that information, I think I'm going to take 3 sticks and just sort of like group them up close together. I probably got like some string or something to kind of like bundle them up.
For sure. Yeah.
And I'm going to like, and I've got like some extra like string and stuff to like try and like kind of connect some of these wicks together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set one of those in one of the corners, and then I'm fixed. I keep looking at this window, and I'm fixated with the idea of just sort of getting back at whatever the fuck it is that's in there that made me forget in the first place.
Yeah.
With being as tall as I am, and with the fact that I was able to just sort of like get up on my tippy toes and just barely see in, could I find like a rock or something, and as like the final thing that I do to sort of break the window, chuck the dynamite insta-lit, light the wick on the ones that I already have bundled, and then book it towards
yeah. We can give that a shot. There's no guarantee, right? But you could at least try.
That's the plan.
Okay. Knowing that's your plan, Sylvia, Cliff, and Maj all link back up.
Knowing the plan, that what Lau's planning to do, I look to the two of them as we re-encounter. Hello, it is so lovely to see everyone again. I hope you're all doing okay. A lot's happened at the bank. We need to move away from any shared walls this building may have with the bank.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna kill him. It'll
be fine. I have shot Mr. Pritchett and bugs came out of him. So Lau decided that extreme measures were probably necessary. And I believe he is correct. So we're going to move away from any shared walls with the vault, and we're going to move as far away in general as possible. Let's do that. Let's go.
Isn't the vault on the other, isn't it a separate building?
It's a separate building, but they're like
shared,
right across the street from each other.
They're like next door. Yeah, they're very close. I'm like,
shrapnel is going to hit this building for sure.
Word. Okay.
Yeah. Let's just move away.
Perhaps it would be a good idea to get out of culpable range.
Exactly.
This is something that may warrant an investigation at some point.
Cliff, would you like to let your friend know that you had that fellow that you were looking out for? You want to let him know too?
Yeah, I'll go tell him. I'll be right back. And I step away.
You begin to walk away, and that point of which the knife had hit your thigh begins to really burn.
Is it the kind of burn that I can kind of hide, or is it like, oh God, I'm about to fall to the ground?
Do you look?
Yeah.
Okay. You look down, and it's the kind of burn of a spreading necrotic look to your skin.
Right.
As it's slowly becoming this dark green pigmentation with cracks and things in it. And you begin to see, coming barely near like where the knife point is, you see kind of a twitch of something that looks like a leg almost.
Coming out of me? Awesome.
Did Modern I notice any of this? Okay.
As he was walking away, I did have it on my mind to just open up that pocket watch one last time and see if that slowed down is still slowed.
Still slowing down.
This is fine.
Do you look over to where Lyle is?
Me?
No, Mom.
I'm too scared to look over at Lyle with this thing. I don't want to know. I can't get that sad right now. We have a job to do.
Then you don't know? You're not sure if it's actually happening or if it's in your head, I'll say. For you, Cliff. So
Yeah, Cliff, I think, just throws up in his mouth a little bit.
Okay.
And continues towards Tony and just keep walking forward.
You walk for a bit and you eventually catch up with Tony. He's like serving drinks to people.
I am like barely even hiding or like feigning any ulterior motivation, and I just kind of stumble up to him and I say, Tony.
What's going on, boss?
And I kind of lean closer to him and I just say, the building across the street, it's going to explode. There's going to be a lot of damage.
Did you have a lot to drink tonight or something?
Nope, I haven't had a single drink. Remember what we talked about? We didn't. No drinking tonight.
Yeah.
We need to move. We need to go somewhere. Just not right here.
Yeah. I mean, I can open up and get you guys like on the train or something if you need. Or...
Yeah, that sounds great. Just to not be in this building.
Yeah, of course.
I'll cover whatever wages you were being paid tonight.
I wish I was getting paid tonight.
Oh,
this is horse shit.
I'm still paying those wages then.
Oh yeah, fair enough. And you begin to kind of like walk off, and it is now a noticeable limp that Cliff has begun to have at this point. And Carrington will you'll see him kind of smirk a bit as you're walking by, and then like go off in a different direction.
Okay.
Would I have at least seen that his leg was bleeding, or like noticed that there was a cut on the leg, or?
I mean, maybe a little bit of blood. It's not like super obvious, like it's profusely bleeding. I pricked my finger on a clothespin, right? Like that style. But you would start to notice a bit of a limp.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll catch up with them, I assume.
Yeah. I'll start moving us away from the building in as sneakily of a way as possible, and not actually trying to be stealthy, but more in like a blend in with the crowd. Just be like, let's go get a drink. There's this lovely bar over there. Let's go this way.
Or not suddenly like Skyrim crouching in the middle of a crowd.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Just for it though, everyone make like a sleight of hand, I guess, check, or like a dexterity check, whichever one you want, to see like how well do we blend in the moment.
Okay. Ooh. Oh wait, no, that's good. I misread. I got a hard success.
Nice.
Okay.
What about for you too?
What is this skill called again?
Either dex or sleight of hand, whichever one you would like to use. Dex is up top with your like stats, like strength, power, and stuff like that.
Sleight of hand's dex. I don't have sleight of hand. So.
Okay, that's totally fine.
I also have very low dex. I'm an old lady, but I got exactly 20, which is exactly my dex.
Maud, what about for you?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That didn't pass. Just barely though.
Y'all are like moving your way through the crowd to the other side, and instinctively, Maud, you do start to look back to where you know Lyle is from what she said. You're not looking through the pocket watch or anything, but that thing in the back of your mind of like, okay, but where is he? Like, I don't have eyes to know that he's safe in this moment. And like you're turning back and you kind of lightly bump into someone carrying a drink, and you're apologizing and everything, and you're kind of like taking a look around, and you see up top the general looking directly at the three of you.
Oh no.
Just calmly standing there, but just staring at the three of you.
I think Maud's first instinct is, I spilled a drink earlier, I'm running into people, just play it off like I'm drunk. It's great. Maud has never been drunk a day in her life. So I don't know that is incredibly convincing. And I think maybe that's where the dex is failing a little bit. But there is an attempt being made, at least, to be like, giggly, a little sway, not super in control of her faculties at the moment. So maybe that's helpful. I don't know.
It's like if you're trying to blend in at like a college party, but you never drank. You're like, oh, we're all stumbling around, but you do a little too much.
Youths?
Yeah, exactly. That's what you got going on.
Yeah.
So you guys are you just getting to the other side of the building? Are you planning to leave the building? What's the overall goal as we're moving away from the bank side?
Maud wants to collect everyone and go home.
Yeah, let's go.
Right.
Honestly, could I don't know. Not to copy Maud's
You know, drunk stumble into somebody.
a little bit, but like
show me how it's
like
done.
Towards them, kind of like very excitedly, like because we are the three that kind of went home with like the big ticket items from the auction, pretend it's like a little bit excitement from that. And it's like, oh my gosh, congratulations, everyone did so good. But then it's also like, oh, but I'm an old lady. Could you help me get home? Kind of play the I need some youth to walk me home. Can you just make sure I get home all right? Thank you.
I had half a glass of port. It's 8:30.
Exactly.
I need to walk home.
Cliff, as you're stumbling a bit around with your limp, do you ever instinctively move, touch, or grab the pistol?
Yes, I think that as we're going, especially like once we're halfway to, I think because we're going to the door, right? Like to exit the building.
To leave, yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I think there is a moment where like he first reaches his hand like kind of around his waist, almost like to stop one from retching, and then the hand just kind of like drifts up to like the handle of the firearm, like in his holster.
You hate Elijah Carrington
I
deeply.
I do.
And you don't know if it's real or not, but something seems to be a part of you which was not before. And you are grabbing onto this pistol just from like an accident, but as you do, it feels warm. It feels good. It feels as though it's writhing a bit with some of the snakes that are on the handle of it. And you, not even paying attention, begin to kind of turn away from the two of them and are scanning the room for Carrington now.
I would love nothing more.
Yeah. So you two kind of, or I guess really, Natasha, you feel like his hand leave your arm as he's like now instinctively turning around and looking for Carrington.
Cliff, what are you doing? Let's go.
You don't hear anything.
I don't.
Nope.
Great. Okay.
I'm gonna kind of grab him.
You can feel her grab you and everything.
Cliff.
Like I'll still walk if you're like pulling me, but
Yeah.
It's one of those moments of like if you're focusing on her and you hear like you see her mouth move, you can hear it kind of muffled in the distance, like through walls, almost like she's talking to you, like Cliff, stuff like that. So you'll get the sense of what's happening, but you definitely can't like fully hear her.
Cliff.
I think you guys just hear him muttering like kind of repeatedly, just I need to fucking kill him.
You two make a spot hidden as you're kind of looking back at Cliff in this moment. Sylvia and Maud.
Ooh, another good roll. That's below half.
Okay.
That is below a fifth.
Okay. You look him like up and down because he's acting weird in this moment, and his hand is like instinctively shaking and like moving around, scanning almost like with his face at the same time. And you're making your way down. And Maud, you had already picked out once before that there was some sort of tear in his clothes, and you look down and you can see some of that green ichor coming out of his thigh.
Oh no. Honestly, grabbing the arm that has the pistol in hand, if he has like his hand on his pistol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
grabbing the
under
elbow
left.
of that hand.
Okay.
So
To
like
try to-
yeah.
Yeah, the one that has the hand on the pistol, grabbing that elbow, like not like pulling you hard, but the grip on your arm is very hard. Like Maud is about to start a fight if you don't come with.
I think he just like the head just like whoop, just like snaps. He just goes like, "What?
Let's
We're
go."
leaving.
I'm not done."
He will be. You will be too if we don't get out of here.
Come on. And Sylvia goes full just grandma and grabs Cliff by the ear and is like, I need a gentleman to walk me home. Let's go.
Do you try to let go of the pistol?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think like he's again he I don't think he's like actively fighting either of you in the attempt to like pull him away, but I do think that there is like in the way that he was like repeatedly kind of rubbing the poker chip earlier, to the point where like sometimes his nails dig into his hand. I think that it's the same kind of just like the hand is twitching and is on it, and occasionally the finger will like go into the trigger guard and for a second and then come out. And
Every time your finger gets close to the trigger, it sounds like there's this like hissing, drumming, almost tribal like chanting feel as you begin to like move towards the trigger each time, and you pull away and it kind of dies down.
I just still holding on, just in his ear, I say, not with all the people here. Not with people who can still be saved, who didn't do anything to deserve this. After. I'm not against this, but after.
You really think that there are, and he's still like scanning while he says this, but he just says, you really think that there are still people in this room?
I have to.
I don't think so.
There's still us. And you can't run your business from a prison cell. We're walking.
There's a creature.
If the law was real, I'd be in a prison cell already.
There's a creature in the bank that can take memories. That's part of what he was showing all the people, but not the whole process. The shit we saw with the ichor and the green and the branding, that's a whole separate thing. Those people, I don't think they can be saved, but the people that just lost some memories, I think there's a chance that we could maybe help them. This town has a chance.
Fine. And he lets go and just kind of like pinches the bridge of his nose incredibly hard.
And I start.
You let go, and as you do, you see there are like these twin snakes burned into your palm. Maud, you instinctively look up again, and the general's no longer up top for the first time all evening. As Lyle, you're attempting to break a window into the vault. Is that the plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
All right.
roll dex for me.
Okay.
I love this like Perry the Platypus level B plot over here.
What do you mean? That is a success.
Okay. I'd say, yeah, you can like find a rock and like have a way to kind of run, scale a little bit, grab onto a ledge and like
imagine I can sort of
smack towards.
Yeah, and then just break it open. So I've got that ready. I have a lit stick of dynamite in my other hand. I go up, I break it.
Yeah.
I say, this better fucking work. And I throw in the dynamite, land back down on my feet, go over to the bundle of the 3 remaining sticks.
Oh, hold on. You break open the window.
Okay.
And I need you to make a sanity check for me.
I didn't look inside.
I know. I didn't say you had to look inside.
God. All right, that's a failure. What happens if I push the old roll?
I'll say you don't necessarily need to push it.
Okay.
Right. You're gonna lose sanity for a moment. It's gonna make everything else following this harder.
Okay.
Because you've lost like the roll. So if you push it and you fail, I will say it's gonna be like extreme success is needed to pass everything following this because of like the timing of things.
Okay.
But if you leave it the way it is, it's going to be slightly more difficult, but it's not going to be impossible.
Okay, let's just leave it the way it is.
Okay. Because as you break that glass window, the whole time inside, you'd been hearing like these shrieks and like the noises of like a insect-like thing in there. And you've been hearing voices that come through them every so often that you recognize. One of them is the mysterious man, right? And one of them is sometimes Pritchett, sometimes not. It's like a little bit different, a slightly higher, more like manic pitch. And as you break open in the window, all you can hear is this like screeching for a moment of just like a type thing, and then just And it's reverberating out everywhere, and it takes you for just a moment as all you can hear is this freaking laughter going everywhere and everywhere. And you have this moment, and the fuse is going down and down and down, and you think, I got to shut it up, and that's when you throw the dynamite in, right? And you throw the dynamite in there, and you begin to hop down, and then you're running over to the other set of dynamite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make a dexterity check for me as you're like now have the slightly different timing than before.
Okay. All right, that is a hard success.
Okay, perfect. You are able to get there and like light those fuses. What's your plan now? So you've gone to the other bundle that was towards the corner and been able to light them.
So now the plan is just to book it as fast as I can towards Sylvia's, and then get in position with my rifle, just sort of having a vantage point over the whole town square.
Okay, make me one final dex as you're running away from these.
Okay. That's a failure.
Okay. Maud and Sylvia, you guys are walking out with Cliff as you hear the first initial explosion happen.
I think it's a little bit more of a run right after that.
Walking faster, walking
It's
faster.
a very dull, just right, that kind of reverberates through everything, and you hear the shattering of glass and kind of a shockwave go past you. And you instinctively look over at the bank as you see Lyle sprinting towards Sylvia's as another explosion goes off, and you see all of this shrapnel and everything fly towards Lyle.
How far away are we from each other?
Probably like 30, 40 feet.
Is Tony with us?
Did you tell Tony to come with you, or did you tell Tony to go?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to say that you did, you did. That's totally fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, then Tony's with you. Sure.
Okay, cool.
As you see now the second explosion go off, there is fire spreading on some of the grass nearby. The bank itself has like caved in on one side and is slowly beginning to fall around the vault. The vault itself is still there, bowed out a bit, but you can see bricks. There's glass flying everywhere. There are papers and little trails of money falling from the sky now as it has been exploded, and Cliff is lying face down on the dirt.
Cliff or Lyle?
Sorry, Lyle.
Okay, cool.
Could I
Well, not
yell
cool, but
for Lau to duck? Like to try and like get down? Okay.
No, there's no...
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go run and pick him up. He's a tiny guy and I'm a strong lady.
I'm gonna help as well. Get him to my place.
Lyle, you took 8 points of damage.
That brings me to 0 HP.
Oh wait, there's not death saves in this, is there?
No.
Mm.
Mm. Well, no, but they can make a medicine check. There's still ways to
Yeah.
bring people back
I've
from the
got
brink.
first aid. We're by my place. I have medicine at my place. I have first aid. Let's.
I'm fairly certain there's ways to still help people at that point.
I'm fairly certain I'm fairly certain I'm incapacitated.
I would say just because of your luck in your checks earlier, I wouldn't put you as like dead dying, but there is an urgency to the situation.
Okay.
I have scooped the boy. We're
Okay.
running.
You skip the boy and you're running.
It's like
I
3 2x4s.
I look at Tony and I just say with like the most sincerity in my voice, just, do you trust that I have not been fucking with you for the past day?
It's not time yet, boss.
Not time?
That's what you told me to tell you. If there's ever questions about things, I don't know.
That's fine. And we just keep going.
Immediately getting into my place, I'm gonna find my first aid stuff and just say, lay him down on the couch.
I do that. Should I pull the horses around? Are we staying in town?
At this point, you begin to hear like the pandemonium outside and people running and screaming.
My priority, I think I'm kind of ignoring that initial question. I say good question, but I'm just focusing on trying to help Lau.
All right, what do you need?
Set him down, help. I have a ton of little kitchen towels, things like that. Grab as many towels, moisten them, and gosh, something to replace gauze. And I just start trying to get to work. I have like probably some basic stuff, but
Yeah. Model dig through your kitchen, probably make a mess.
So
Returns
fine.
with just armful of
yeah, she has all
Naughty
sorts of
kitchen
those little like
towels.
collectible, like little like tea towels, things like
Yeah.
that. She has so many like little doilies and things like that can be used to like pack wounds in this case for emergency purposes. Oh, and get the liquor.
Make a first aid check.
Okay.
I think you mentioned gauze, and Maud just starts like tears the cuff off of her dress because this is the era of like very thin cotton lawn dresses. So like easy money.
100%.
That was a failure. Could I push it?
Yeah, you can push it. You are going to do more damage and potentially actually kill him if you fail. Right now, it seems that he is in an unstable spot and is in quarters. He could not type phase.
Yeah.
If you push and fail, he is going to die.
Teddy, are you okay
Yeah.
with this? Okay.
Yeah.
I just before I push it, like I just want to double check.
Yeah, of course.
Player to player.
Sylvia, if you kill my boy, I swear to God.
I'm doing my best. I have a good first aid. I just rolled really high for some reason.
Here we go.
First throw.
Don't do it again.
No, we're good. We're good. That's a success.
Okay. There is blood beginning to pool on your floor from out of Lyle.
That's fine. I don't care at this point.
It is getting everywhere. It's getting into a sticky mess as it begins to kind of oxidize there, right? And he doesn't become conscious, but you have the sense that he's at least stable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just kind of like directing anyone that's willing to help, like wash and pack, like liquor, wipe, pack, like kind of, and wrap and put pressure in, like just trying to indicate anytime I spot. And I'm just looking over his entire like body to make sure, like check anything that might be bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
How's my leg looking?
I mean, not great. At this point, you look down and there's still like little bits of green ichor coming out, and they've started to kind of like solidify and calcify over parts of like your leg, and they look almost like a scab would, but they're like this dark green coloration of them. And you kind of instinctively like reach down and kind of like touch your hand to it, and it's very hot to the touch. And as you touch your hand, you feel something bump underneath your skin back against your hand.
Nice. That's a future me problem. And I look up and kind of similarly to earlier, just try to my best to not think about it and compartmentalize.
What do I have to roll to notice this bullshit?
Same.
And very
he
easy.
was limping.
Yeah, like
something's wrong with
it's
him.
not he's limping, but you're also focusing on the man dying right now.
Yeah, no.
Right?
After this is kind of settled.
I would
after
say
the...
a spot hidden to see if you can notice it during like fixing up Lyle, if you want to, or like over time. I'm sure it would become more obvious after fixing Lyle.
I think that's where the
Cliff
intention's
himself
going
isn't-
after Lyle's not.
Okay, perfectly fine. Yeah, okay. So you get Lyle stable, and then you're like, you're also a little fucked up. Let me take a look.
Yeah, he's
And
like
you're
on
able
your
to
couch, just kind of like leaning back.
He looks like he just got a Charlie horse. It's not good.
Maud looks at you the same way that she looked at Lyle the other day, and it's just like pants.
What?
Your pants. You're gonna pretend like you're fine? We're really gonna do this right now.
That's not what I'm pretending right now. That's just not what I thought it'd be asked right now. Fine. And he just like unclips the suspenders and pulls them down just so you can see, because it's like in the thigh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As that's happening, like as it gets to the part that is scabbed, it is like grabbing onto the fabric and kind of peels it a bit back as it's going down. And as it happens, you guys see kind of, again, more fresh green ichor kind of come out of the scabbed sections of it and begin to go further down his leg.
Cliff is looking up.
That's a smart idea.
While Maud's doing that, after I see this, focusing on the book again, is there anything I can do to help Cliff?
Like thinks for a second. Extract. Remove. Pull.
Okay, I'm gonna go find my tweezers.
Maud is in your kitchen looking for the biggest bread knife she can find.
All right. You find a bread knife, yeah.
And I come back
you
from the
definitely find
bathroom with my
tweezers.
tweezers.
I think we both
She
show
plucks
up.
her
Maud
eyebrows.
is like the look in her eyes is like, listen, this is bad. We got to get it off.
There's something in there that we can pull out. That's what the book says.
What book?
Give it
The
a go,
magic
but if it
one.
doesn't work.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
Please leave that. Don't look, Cliff, at what Maud told him.
Bottle
And
liquor
I'm gonna
right
go
to
over.
Cliff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get or the liquor bottle's probably empty at this point. I'm just gonna but I'm gonna use it to try and stuff this thing in as soon as we get it out to cork it after.
You are going in towards it, and then as you're getting close, you can see the movement under his skin.
Okay.
Right. And as you're kind of intensely looking, you see kind of one little bit of a greenish, almost like a chitinous type material come by the entrance of the wound, and you're able to grab it with the tweezers. You begin to pull as you hear this terrifying screech coming through the room as you're pulling it out of his leg. It's kind of it's between that and Cliff. It's almost like having a big.
He's also
bullet
just
wound, right? It is.
Yeah, Cliff is also just screaming as they're pulling the thing out.
Maud has rolled up a leg of the pants that you took off
Yeah,
and has
yeah,
shoved
yeah.
it in your mouth.
Yeah, great. Perfect.
Yeah. And you pull out a small green. It almost looks like a mix between a centipede and a praying mantis.
Putting it immediately, and I don't care if I lose the tweezer. I'm gonna cork this bottle and keep it in there. Is there anything else moving under the leg? Do I see if there's anything else? Okay. Cliff, that should have worked, according to the book. And can I look at it? I think she has that weird curiosity.
For sure. But yeah, you look at it, and in the way of its movements with its legs, it reminds you of whatever was opening out of Pritchett a moment ago. And has kind of that same feel to it, and it does. It looks almost exactly like a centipede and a praying mantis cross, essentially.
Okay.
As it is instinctively, you see it swirling around and flipping out, and then it kind of rights itself, taps on the glass a couple times, and then you see it look at you in the way of it is recognizing and looking at you.
I'm gonna put a cloth on top of it. I'm just gonna cover it. Nope, don't like that. And I'm gonna start turning on a couple candles.
Perfect. Everyone roll sanity check.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're all going to lose some from the situation.
So
but
fair.
Yeah, I got 14 on a 34.
I keep rolling good on these for some reason. I got a 30.
20 under 45.
Okay, then you all only lose 6 sanity.
Yep.
6. Got it.
Right. Lyle, you don't have to make a sanity check. Congrats.
Thank you. I hope not.
There's some hope from this.
Yeah, there's some perks to being almost dead and unconscious.
Yeah, that's great.
I just asked for clarity. We all lose 6, not a D6.
Yeah.
We're all losing 6.
You lose 6. Yeah, 6 flat.
Perfect. Okay.
Would have been 12 if you failed.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Lyle.
Yeah.
You remember lighting the fuse, you remember running, you remember hearing a boom, and you're sitting down in this large kind of meadowy grassy area. And you hear footsteps walking up behind you. And you feel kind of this presence next to you. Sit down. And you look over and you see the mysterious man. He is cut open in several places and actively bleeding. His normally very nice suit is tattered and torn. Top hat normally upon his head, nowhere to be found.
Should I have seen the other guy or what?
Well, I guess luckily enough, I had not much left of the other guy after someone decided to throw in a stick of dynamite. Not much left of anything at all in there, actually.
Is it finally over?
I wish. I would love for it to be. As much as this is my job, I am tired.
Me too, pal. Me too. I thought, for a second there, this shit was finally done, but
it might be.
I reckon there's probably still work to be done, though, right?
As much as I want to welcome you, as much as I want this to eventually be your home, or whatever version of this you'd prefer, I do feel I owe you at least one man.
Well, I hate to admit it, but as much as I would like to be welcomed, I'll take that.
I'll kind of reach out his hand to shake yours.
And I reach out mine.
You'll shake hands. And that's where we'll go to break. So we'll be back in 10 to see whatever the fuck happens after you guys have blown up a vault and brought Lyle back from near death, as one does, standard things that you do in these styles of games. So we'll be back in about 10, everybody. Go stretch, enjoy, get some water, get some hydration, and we'll be right back.
Yo.
He has the entire power to do whatever he wants to do. It's in his hands.
I think that is where we may have a bit of a miscommunication. It's not in his hands. It's in our hands how this season goes.
But doesn't it make a good story for someone who's never won to actually win for once?
That's so cheesy. Gosh. Nobody wants a story like that. It's so tired. That's what a 30, 40-year-old dad shows to their kids and expects them to be grateful. No. Ugh.
Folks, it is a beautiful spring day here in Louisville, Kentucky. The sun is shining, the breeze is cool, the blood rain has finally passed, and it is baseball season.
How far away do you think greatness is?
They love to see old guys like you finally get it every once in a while, but this is the shit they live for.
I see it of two ways. You can sit here, take your punishment, keep your head down. What if you did something different?
I'm not a chess piece this season. I'm gonna try and make a baseball move.
God Killer Home Run, the next mini-series from Game Master Monday, premieres August 24th wherever you enjoy podcasts. Starring Brad Zillman, Sadie Pasley, Ian Grant, Shadow Sylvia, Mags Curry, and Kenny Chilton as your God Killer. Using the God Killer system by Connie Chong with additional mechanics from Ball Game by Finch Edmund. On August 24th, batter up.
Aren't you just a sweetie? And snaps his neck.
Great. Thanks, Colleen. Maybe I will get that longer leash.
Under the watchful eye of Dole, I ask that this soul be guided safely to what lies beyond.
That is very sweet of you, V.
I am sweet, I know.
I was going to say more, but not anymore.
I understand what my responsibilities are. And unfortunately, it's not just to this one church. Griam has made that abundantly clear. And I'm sorry that I can't stay here with you for the rest of my life, praying in a dark room.
You could have if you wanted to. You could have. It could have been me and you. Toga, why do you want to be a noble?
It's complicated, but back home, things have gotten a little weird, and I need to be able to take care of things, because I can't always trust the people there to take care of it.
And I hear you've already gotten your group assignment?
Yeah, the general said something about submitting it.
Yes, he submitted it, and then I swear I looked at it a different way, and I'm quite surprised with which group you got put with.
What are they like?
All right, we are back. As Lyle, you take a breath of air, a big deep breath. For the first time, it's felt like a while.
Where's my gun? And I sort of, can I see anything as I like try and sit up?
Yeah, like you sit up and it is like, blurry a bit at first, and it takes a second for your eyes to kind of refocus in, but you're able to zone in and kind of come to, essentially.
Okay. What do I see as I look around the room? I don't know where I am. Yeah.
You recognize Sylvia's living room.
Right.
You see the pool of blood around you, and you like look down and like you see your clothes soaked through with blood, and kind of that wet, cold feeling. And you see Sylvia holding on to a liquor bottle that has cloth wrapped around it. And as you're like thinking and coming through, you can hear muffled screams from outside.
And you are covered in random kitchen towels, all soaked in various alcohols.
Yeah. You're
Sylvia, what the hell?
Oh, okay. You're up. That's great news. The bomb was successful. The dynamite went off, but you got hit by shrapnel.
Okay. And
so don't move.
What about my gun though? Where's my gun?
What I didn't know you had a gun on you. Well, I did, but I don't know where it would have gone.
Roll luck.
Yeah, I look out my window. Do I see a gun just laying in the lawn outside?
That's a success.
I didn't know if it was his, but I just figured, I don't know. He was laying next to it. Someone should probably have taken it. It looked nice enough,
My man.
I get up immediately, and then I try and get over to Tony as quickly as possible. I grab my gun and I say, "Well, thank you. Appreciate that." Looking around, is it just Sylvia in the room right now?
No, everyone's in the room.
Everyone's in the room? Okay.
Yeah. And it is, you feel like the muscle fibers and things like tearing as you're moving and walking. It is painful, but you are driven
back down.
and finding the gun, right? And you're driven in what you need to do.
I sit back down on the couch where I was sat, just sort of like clutching at my various bandages and wounds. And I say, okay, the dynamite went off.
Yep.
I don't know if whatever the hell was inside that bank vault got killed or what. What's going on? What's inside that bottle? What's going on?
You don't want to look in there.
Sorry.
You don't want to look in there?
Okay. I'm just going to offer my thanks for saving my life, but maybe I do want to see what's inside that bottle. There.
Trust me, you don't. It's a little critter.
Okay.
And I'm also, once the candles that I lit are melted enough, I'm pouring the melted wax over the bottle to seal it.
We're going full Maker's Mark with this one. Perfect. Yeah, you're able to seal the bottle. Now you do kind of dip the cloth down when you do, like to.
Oh no,
to get
I'm
it
trying to
sealed.
like also cover it to like cover the cloth.
Oh, okay. You want the cloth as
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of
yeah.
it. Okay,
Mhm.
that's fine then. Yeah.
Mhm. I'm not letting anyone see this thing. I'm not letting it out. Everything.
You feel like a tap tap tap, almost like knocking on a door on the glass. Like as you're holding it, every so often you just hear like a little.
I feel like the smart thing is to ignore that.
I just call out to Lyle as I'm kind of like still in the couch. I just go, Lyle, where did you put my gun?
Do I?
Handgun.
It should be. That's right. Should be
You had
upstairs.
stored it when you came over earlier, so wherever you want.
Okay. Yeah. It's probably. I say. It's just upstairs with the rest of my kit. Should be able to go
Tony,
on up.
do you mind just pointing to Tony where it is? And I look at Tony and I just say, go get my gun. It's just a small handgun.
Okay, that's fine. Well, no problem. Kind of like walks off towards some of the bedroom area where we've been storing stuff. Time.
Are we planning
kinda
on
look to-
leaving? Why are we packing up?
I just want him to have something to defend himself. He seems really calm about all this, frankly.
You think it's safe to have him armed?
I trust him.
You trust him enough for all of us.
If I don't trust him, then I'm quite the hypocrite in a few ways, so I kind of have to.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Won't be the last.
Well, what now? I don't know if whatever was inside that bank vault got taken care of by the blast, but there's still.
Gotta make sure Pritchett's gone.
Yeah, I think I got a few scores left to settle myself.
Cliff seemed to have one as well.
You all seem to forget that somebody just blew up a bank. I don't know that now's the time to go incriminating ourselves further. Sylvia, you're a practitioner of the law. You understand that kind of puts us as prime suspects, right?
I do, but I think some of the stuff that they're committing here is a little bit beyond the law.
Are you ready to not make it out of there?
I shake it. Shut up.
Ting, 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 ting.
I'll get up and I'll look out the window and see what is left behind.
Okay. You look out the window and you see the bank has mostly collapsed around like the stronghold that is the vault. It is still standing. It is bowed. Like there are sections of it that are clearly damaged. And then there is the side of the bank that like looks towards the theater is completely gone. And part of the theater has like a blown open hole in the wall, essentially from the outward part of the blast. And as you're looking out, you are looking like there's people scrambling everywhere. And in kind of the scramble and in all the mess, you see kind of leaning by one of the front parts of the theater, like on a pillar, is Carrington just staring off towards you guys, rolling a poker chip in his hands. Mm-hmm.
What is he like? What is his cadence? Like, what is his face? I mean, I know it's far, but like, what is
A little
his
shit-eating smirk. Like he's just smirking up at you.
Can I shoot him?
You can. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I did look up some firearm stuff earlier while we were.
It's whatever your pistol skill is.
Yes.
But I think they're
damage.
talking about like what the damage for the different guns are.
Yes. But I mean, yeah, we'll see if I hit him first.
Yeah. In this crowd of people that are running by.
All right. So handgun?
Correct.
Great. Nay, I say. That is a no.
You shoot at him, right? And it feels good. Like, again, the gun has the same feeling as it did earlier. And you are aiming it at him and you shoot it and you see it, like, as you shoot, there are snakes that twist around the barrel towards, like, following the projectile of the bullet. And it is going at him and you just see him kind of like tilt his head like this slightly to the side and it hits right where it was. And then he just kind of puts it back and continues smirking up at you.
Do I see the general or any of the other people?
As you're looking around, like in the rubble, like the part of the theater that was blown open, you can kind of see the general moving around in that area. It's like a separate side of the building.
I see.
Are you calling any of this back to the group, or are you just?
Yeah, I think so. I think after I see them, but I don't see Pritchett.
No, Pritchett's nowhere to be found.
Okay. I take that shot, and I see this, and I just turn back from the balcony or the window or whatever, and I just shout, Carrington and the general, they're down there in the mass of people.
That's about what I expected. Is it just them? How many people from the town are out there?
How many people?
They're probably like, yeah.
A few hundred.
Jesus.
No Pritchett.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
And I think I storm back in, and Cliff just kind of looks to Lyle, and he just says, so we can end this or what?
I have it under good authority that at least one person will be taken care of this evening, that's for sure. I think we just end this now.
Let's go.
I'm going to post up.
I'm going to grab some painkillers to hand to Lau, considering the amount of pain that they're probably in.
It's almost that shock point where you're kind of numb to it, but every so often, yeah.
You want to catch up with it before it catches
Exactly. Sylvia understands that. Like, there's going to be a point where
it's gonna hit at some point.
Sylvia's got the good shit.
Got some of that extra strength to leave.
Some of that shit you gave to the doctor already.
Sylvia, I appreciate that. Y'all, I'm going to post up here. I think that's probably in our best benefit. I've got a good vantage over the town square. This ruffle ain't never letting me down. I got your backs, but if push comes to shove and I can take the shot at the general, then I'm taking that shot.
Do it. Ma, I've never been able to beat that man. He's always been one step ahead. He's always been one corrupt little step ahead of me. If we can end whatever diabolical shit they have planned for this town and for everyone here, I need to try.
It ends tonight.
Fuck it, it ends tonight.
And she'll go back and take that. Before she had left to go to the bank, Sylvia had written something out, and she's going to put it into a proper envelope now and put it on the mantelpiece, just like under a vase. And before they head out, we'll just turn to Lau and say, read that should anything happen to us.
I won't let anything happen to y'all. We're all getting out of this. Then I go and I head back upstairs and I start setting up my rifle.
I think Maud also stops Lyle on the way out because I don't know how many of us are making it out of this. Just sort of, I think, claps a hand on the back of his neck, sort of press it forehead to forehead. Don't miss.
I promise you I won't.
I'll see you back home.
I'll see you there.
And she will head out. I think another 2 bits from the dress get torn, and we're wrapping up Knuckles boxer style. I only took skill in brawl. Let's go.
Sure, fucking get it.
Sylvia kind of dumps any shotgun shell she has into like the big old lady purse that she keeps on her. It's just littered with like all sorts of shotgun shells, and she has her
Carpet
shotgun.
bag
You got that shit
bullets.
reloaded. A pocket full of shells.
Have I told you that I love Sylvia?
I just want to write down a phone number and a very brief message and hand it to Tony. And I'll just say, should anything happen, this number will put you in touch with Marlene, my one of my managers.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, she has the keys to effectively everything, and she'll know what to do.
And uses going out there in the middle of all this.
Yeah, I have something I need to do.
I mean, far be it for me to judge any of that shit, but you do what you got to do, I guess. But I'd rather not travel to Chicago by myself. That's all I want to say. If I'm going somewhere up north, it ain't there if I'm going voluntarily, all right?
I know. Ideally, you won't be going alone. We'll call a cart and make something happen. Look, you I don't know. You remind me a lot of who I used to be, and I don't. I hope you get a choice in who you are.
You used to be Italian?
Yes, that is absolutely what I meant.
Good. Good to know. Good to know. All right, I'll make sure. Yeah.
I mean, hopefully you won't. Hopefully you'll see me soon yourself. But who the fuck knows? This world is not the one that I want it to be.
Yeah. It ain't been for a long time, but hopefully that changes.
Hopefully. All right. Let's go. I'll just load the one shot in the revolver that I took.
And I'll grab a shawl and wrap the book kind of to my side, almost like in a sling style, so that when I have the shotgun held, I can always just like press my arm to it to try and connect with the book.
Okay, sounds good. So Lyle, you're posting up, watching over everybody, basically. Cliff, you're heading down and towards the theater, I'm guessing, and then Sylvia and Maud, y'all are heading towards the vault, or what? Am I right in the plan?
I think checking to see what's happened over there. A lot of this is to verify.
For sure. Lyle, just as a kind of a constant thing, just roll me a spot hidden real quick with advantage.
With advantage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck. That is going to be an extreme success.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. Cliff, you are making your way towards the front of the theater where you'd seen Carrington earlier. And people are like rushing past you and rushing past you, but you are focused in one thing only. Make a spot hidden just as you're moving through to see if you can kind of spot him again.
Yep. That's a hard success.
Okay. You probably get like halfway between the theater and Sylvia's before you kind of spot him again. He's not paying attention at this moment. He is currently like gathering up several different like stacks basically of money, like putting them into different pockets, putting them into a briefcase, and you see him turn to head towards the train.
Hey!
Yeah, howdy there, Cliff.
Just gonna cut and run. Turn whatever this prosperity is, just throw it away.
Oh, I've prospered just fine. House always wins.
Who are you? How did you get here?
Is it time for introductions now?
Look, I get, as shitty as it is, I get Pritchett. Person that his whole gig is controlling the law. Same with the general. And I get that control is great and all, but you in it for the money or what?
Money is everything in this country, Cliff. If you ain't got it, you don't matter. You learn that by now?
Oh, I know it.
Well, I plan to matter, Cliff. So, for your information, I help them incubate, if you will.
Yeah, I noticed.
And I get a cut. And they know not to fuck with me.
You know, maybe I'm still learning. Then I take a shot.
All right, yeah, roll handgun.
Whoop. No. 36
Do you want to push it?
20. I'd love to push it.
Okay. One, what'd you say your skill is? That just a 20?
Yeah, just 20.
I thought you had firearms, didn't you? Which firearms do you have?
I don't. At least not on the sheet that I'm looking at, because I only have the one that I sent you.
I thought you did, because I thought you had like a 40 on it, but that's fine. Roll again, and just see. If you fail, I would say that you start to lose control to the gun itself.
Oh shit. Okay. Great. Very cool. Yeah, no.
Okay. You're firing these shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your anger and hatred starts to take over more than reason.
Mm-hmm.
You start to not. Your brain is like, cool, this guy still dies, still great, but it's less about the principle of it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's less about what you've done to people. It's more about, I need revenge. I need this for me.
Yeah.
And that begins to drive you. I'll make a bargain with you. What's your sanity at?
My sanity is at 28.
You can put all 28 points of sanity into firearms if you'd like to.
Oh, shit.
But you will lose yourself completely to the pistol.
Oh. Can we cut away and I sit on that for a second?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We'll cut away to Sylvia and Maud walking towards the vault.
Mm-hmm.
You're walking towards the vault, and to your left, you look over and you see the general stepping through kind of where the hole in the wall had been made in the theater. He has like this extreme burning and scarring on the side of him now from the blast. And Lyle, at this moment, you see the same thing.
Okay.
What would you like to do as you're looking over them?
I am going to trail my crosshairs over where he is. I have a telescopic sight on my rifle. Is he headed directly towards them? Like he's
You get the sense he is walking towards them.
okay. I trail the shot. Who else is around them? Are there other townsfolk around?
No, this little side, everyone's been pouring out the front really and avoiding like the rubble. So they're kind of pouring towards the other side. It's just the three of them
Okay.
within range at all.
Okay. Yeah. I train my sights on the general and I take a shot.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay, that is a success.
Okay. What's the max damage that does?
Max damage is 16.
Okay. Base you'll do 16 and then roll on top of that.
Okay. Roll a
Whatever
what?
the damage dice is.
Okay, cool. It's
Like
2d6.
it's like a crit basically because
Yeah.
of the deal you've made.
Technically, it's 2d6 plus 4.
And how close would you say he is to us? Because that affects the shotgun damage. I found the chart as well.
He has a rifle.
No, but I'm saying for me, how close is the general to us?
Probably like 20 feet.
Okay. I think
Closing in, like he is moving towards y'all.
Yeah.
It's 9 damage on top.
So 25 total.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys hear a shot echo and ring out. Lyle, how does it feel in this moment as you're shooting at the man who once commanded you?
Strangely, like nothing. For a moment, it's as if every thought, every expectation that I had going into this moment, every night that I went to sleep thinking about what he made me do, every morning I woke up having to relive it, is just gone. I feel nothing. I thought I would feel exalted. I thought I would feel relieved. I don't feel a single thing. It just becomes mechanics.
You go through the mechanics of it. You two see the general be shot. Well, you know what? He's dead, Teddy. Where would you like to shoot him? I'll let you decide a bit there.
The bullet hits him in the temple. I imagine that he was sort of like in profile as he was walking towards them.
Mhm.
It crashes through his temple and flies out the other side, and the bullet embeds itself in the walls of the bank. He's dead, right?
Oh yeah.
He's not like okay.
No, he's not.
Yeah, his head effectively explodes and he just sort of falls over. It's almost like the explosion is almost anticlimactic. It's so sudden that 1 second he was walking towards you and the next second he's gone and he crumples to the ground.
What do y'all do, Sylvia and Mud?
A little bit of shock.
Mhm.
If he doesn't seem like he's trying to get up, because at this point,
He's gone.
Sylvia doesn't believe
Yeah,
any of these
understandable.
people.
Same
Yeah.
thought. Like, I'm gonna give it a solid 60 seconds before I'm walking away.
Staring
Like,
very intently. Yeah.
Are y'all only looking at the body? Or are you looking around? Like what are we doing in the 60 seconds? We'll say. of that
After
time?
seeing also the bugs leave Pritchett's body, she's like looking around to make sure there isn't a similar effect going on here. But also seeing if anyone kind of heard and is coming towards the sounds.
You don't see anyone coming towards the sounds, and you don't see any bugs leaving the body. You see. No, you wouldn't see it actually. Never mind. Nothing.
I hate that.
But would I see it though?
What are you doing?
Same thing.
Okay.
Looking around, but also like keeping the general like in
Roll a spot hidden for
eye
me.
shot. That is under half.
Okay. You are looking at the general. You're watching instinctively. You're looking around. Part of everything that you've had up to this moment, you also instinctively look up towards Lyle, who has now been slumped over in the window.
Hold on.
It's like half out the window, half inside.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just how you see him.
I get out the pocket watch.
Does not move.
What? Maud? What happened?
We have to finish this.
Maud, what happened? What'd you see?
I don't think we're getting out of this. I don't think any of us are getting out of this.
Got it.
Let's just make sure we take these fuckers with us.
They're not gonna hurt anyone else. It ends here.
They already have. The mod just starts walking.
You move towards the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Cliff, how you feeling?
If I'm taking these shots and there's just all the chaos around me. And I just kind of look to the side. What do I see Sylvie and Maud, they're walking away from me, yeah?
Yeah, it's almost like the moment that we're like coming back to for you is you hear the shot ring out from the apartment and you see kind of the general like crumple and fall over, right? And you see them kind of watching for a moment, and then there's a bit of obviously commotion and stuff between y'all, so you're not like just staring at them. It's breaks between with people sprinting around.
As I look and they're moving toward the bank, I was gonna say I was gonna roll something for him to snap out of it, but I don't think there's any human connection there to bring him out. And I have a return pitch.
Mm-hmm.
If I give you all my sanity and 6 of my 12 hit points, can I roll luck instead of handgun to shoot this person?
Yes.
Killer. I will do that. Let me just mark that off. All right.
We do love a gamble.
I love a gamble. I'll take a shot. That is barely a success.
You
means that I would not have succeeded with the original pitch.
There you go.
But by giving more of myself.
Yeah. And you feel that weight in a way in the handgun, right? It is not a passive, oh no, I took shots and now it is, I need this. I want this. I have to have this.
I think I ran out of bullets and it starts pulling blood out of my hand.
Yeah.
And creating bullets in the gun.
As this like feeling of the snakes burning in and like extracting blood from your hand is fueling it now, and you shoot. You see the red bullet kind of form in the air and hit Carrington. Roll a d12 for damage.
Okay.
You may add as many hit points as you want to onto it if you'd like to add more, as you're giving of yourself to the gun.
Oh. I'll spend 5 of my 6 hit points to make it from 9 to 14.
Okay.
And it does say that revolvers add 2.
So add 2. That's fine.
So yeah.
So 16. Okay. He had 15 HP, so I'm glad that you found that too. As you have the burning snakes in your palm, pulling your blood into it. This again, like the sound of like constant like hissing and chanting and drums going as you're pulling the trigger, as your sight zones in on only him, losing everyone else around. You see him like grabbing cash, and he's putting in. He still has a cocky look, and he kind of like holds out the dagger a little bit too, taunting in a way, as you hit him square in the chest. And radiating out from that, like ripples, your blood goes around and begins to burn into him. And you see him like trying to tear it away from him and off of him. And as he's tearing off some of his own flesh, until eventually you can see his ribs underneath as he then falls onto his knees in front of you, looking at you.
I'll just walk up to him and kind of like just get close to him. Money's only so powerful as the things that it can get you, and can't get you another beating heart.
It's a hell of a deal. And he will just collapse over.
I look up. Do I see Lyle in the window?
Yeah, you'd see him slumped over in the window.
Yeah, it really is, ain't it? And I think Cliff collapses too.
Okay. Sylvia and Mud, you are walking up to the vault. The door is slightly ajar and kind of blown open, but not enough for you to see in yet.
Okay. Before we go in, there's a green creature, Maud. Don't look at it. Takes your memories.
What do you reckon we do with it?
I don't know. There was one of the sticks of dynamite made it in there, it seems. Or by there. So I don't know what we're going to find in there. We'll see.
Do we need to kill it?
Maybe. But let's worry about Pritchett first. Maybe the book can find a way. I walked away from the creature.
You looked.
I looked and I was able to get out. It started doing its thing, but I walked away. And I think maybe if we can just keep it secluded, we'll figure out what to do. But Pritchett needs to go.
Let's get this over with.
Do you open the
Clack,
vault?
clack. Yeah.
Okay. You open the vault to a tapestry of chitin and sinew strung across it. There is an explosive mark on the ground, and you see a large body, much like a centipede, and a praying mantis that has been impaled in several places and kind of in almost a death curl-esque looking position. And you hear Sylvia, hi, darling. Oh, I've been waiting for you to come visit. How are you?
Is it coming from the creature?
Mm-hmm. It's coming from the like centipede creature.
Are we in close range?
I mean, yeah, you're in the vault at this
Yeah.
point.
I'm shooting it.
Okay. You roll damage and stuff, like roll to hit it.
That's a fifth. That's below fifth.
Nice. You hear it, and again, it's you can tell it's whatever Pritchett had become over time. But it's no longer anything like what he is or was. And you shoot it, and you hear kind of the cracking of it. It almost sounds like you're stepping on like a large leaf, right, or a bug. And you hear like the noise of all the pellets going into it. And it's just kind of still like, Sylvia, this was supposed to be progress, This was supposed to be movement forward.
She fires again.
And you shoot again. I won't make you roll again. We'll just keep it going. You shoot again, and it kind of embeds in it. Maud, what are you doing while this is happening? And she is just unloading into this thing.
Maud doesn't know how to shoot a gun, so not much help in that respect. I think she's watching this happen, let Maud take the reins for now, but she's fiddling with that pocket watch.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to, just sort of keep herself occupied, try not to look too hard at this thing. I think looking at it in the reflection of the glass of the pocket watch.
To clarify, this is not the green thing. It is a thing. As you're like opening and looking through the pocket watch, you see kind of bleeding and cowered in the corner is a small green figure with large eyes.
Okay. Interesting.
The creature is what Pritchett became.
Yeah. Is it also green though?
No, it is the form of a centipede and a mantis, but it is not green itself.
Oh, gross. That's worse somehow, actually.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so I think it takes Maud a minute because obviously big centipede creature feels like the threat, right?
Yeah.
Seems like Sylvia's perhaps got that one covered for the moment. So yeah, then I think focusing the majority of her attention then on the little creature.
Yeah. I think what tricks it for you is you're looking through like the glass, right, of the pocket watch and trying not to make eye contact, and you see it on Sylvia and it's spinning slowly, right? And then you kind of move it towards Pritchett and it stops, and then you keep turning a bit into the corner and it starts going backwards. You're not really sure why. You come up and that's when you see it like cowering in the corner.
Maud's gonna sneak towards it. Like not making eye contact, but watching it in the glass of this thing.
Yeah. It instinctively like scuttles up and like curls up in the corner away from you.
What are you?
To most people, I'm nothing. They forget me.
Are you doing this on purpose? Are they making you do this?
I don't want to hurt people, ever. And like, you start to maybe look towards it and you can see deep wounds on like its ankles where chains have been.
How about we get you out of here?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind being away from this place for a while.
Okay. How do you do your thing? If you just don't look at me, is that okay?
Yeah. I can, and he kind of like, you'll see his hands move and he goes to like cover his eyes, and they're like these weird membranes where it can still kind of see through them, but it's not the eyes looking at you.
All right. She's still not like directly making eye contact. There's still a bit of hesitation, but appreciate the effort. Can I try to just bust these chains?
Oh, they're shattered from the dynamite. Oh yeah.
What's keeping him here then? Just Pritchett?
Fear, yeah, fear and Pritchett.
All right, then I'm gonna be looking for a way to get him out. Like hole in the wall, sneak him out the doorway. What's my best?
You could go out the vault. You would have to pass by like Pritchett and Sylvia. She's just unloading into his body, or like the window that had been thrown into, like dynamite had been thrown into, isn't open underneath it, but it's like bowed out enough to where you could like, you have the sense you could probably knock it over or like find a way through that if you wanted to get up and out that way. Okay. As you're still just hearing kind of the whole time going through.
I think Maud's guiding this creature over towards that like bowed wall, like we can probably get out this way.
Mm-hmm.
Then stops because that laugh is pissing her off.
Fair.
Do you think you make people forget, right?
Yeah, right.
Do you think you can get that fucker to forget how to breathe?
I could try.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I can give it a try if you'd like. And you see, like, it limp and move over as Sylvia's unloading into Pritchett, and he is cackling and laughing. And you sense that, like, his essence is somewhat dying down, but it takes a while. And Sylvia goes in the carpet bag a couple times and is feeling good about this moment.
I'm
Right?
thinking no words for the first time with an interaction between Jonathan and Sylvia. Sylvia's absolutely silent.
It's like the best silence for you.
Good for her.
As the entity, like, it takes its hands off of its face and reveals its eyes, and it kind of grabs around the large pincered face that is now Pritchett, and like tilts it towards it, and they begin to look at each other. And it goes from that laughter into this almost like shrill shrieking for a bit, and then movement stops. And you see, like, the entity is like staring and looking, and like you see it grow almost and get slightly bigger as it's absorbing whatever is happening, and then kind of like pass out a little bit and like lean down onto the body, breathing heavily.
Hope we're not going to regret that.
What would you like to do? Bridget is no longer moving or cackling.
Sylvia, are you okay?
I don't know. We'll see when we see how the people are outside.
If you want to unload another clip, I won't judge.
I do one straight into his head. Just try and separate head from body as best as possible.
It doesn't just separate head from body. Head goes in every direction.
Perfect.
I pass a handkerchief over to Sylvia just
Thank
in case
you.
there's some backsplash.
Oh yeah, there 100% is. It's just dainty.
She's a lady.
And you guys are making your way out?
Yeah.
I think. Is the creature coming with us?
Do you want it to? Are you guiding it out? Or it's kind of like engorged at the moment. It's a bit overfed. It's like a Thanksgiving nap right now for it.
I mean, we can't just have someone stumble upon.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to like leave it.
Exactly.
I would say, like, when I say it grew, it went from the size of like a child to like the size of a teenager. Like, it's not a big entity by any means. Like, it's small-ish.
I mean, if we try to bring it with us, is it in a place to like ambulate around? Is it good to walk?
I mean, yeah, like as you kind of like poke and prod it a bit, like it could move itself. You're not going to have to carry this thing out.
Okay. I think handkerchief tied around the eyes. Come on, let's get you out of here.
All right. And it like hobbles with you. You make your way out of the bank. You still see slumped over a window is Lyle. And you look around instinctively for Cliff, and you find him on the steps of the theater, slumped over next to Carrington.
Shit.
I run to check over on him.
On Cliff?
Mm-hmm.
Cliff, what do they find?
They find he's just slumped over, and the snake pistol is still in his hand, but it's like the hand is like palm up, and the fingers are very loose around the grip. And his face it's sad. There's just tears kind of like down the face. and they're dry at this point, but you can see the lines. And he's not physically changed or anything, but just he kind of just looks like a little kid just on the ground. And there's a certain innocence to it that you haven't really seen on his face.
Take the shawl off that I had slung to keep the book on me, put the book in my purse, and I kind of drape it over Cliff around his shoulders. Cliff?
He's gone.
And I stand up, leaving the shawl draped over him. And I don't know how it takes Sylvia a long while, but it's a little bit difficult for her to pull away from this moment. And she just, I think, looks over at Maud and shakes her head.
Maud's perfectly happy to wait as long as Sylvia needs. Because once they leave this, they're probably heading back to Sylvia's, and that means confronting what has happened to Lyle. I don't think Maud's ready for that.
You wait in the square, and eventually there is the calmness that comes when life has left the area from tragedy. There is no one running around anymore. There is no one screaming in pain. It's a silent void left here as you turn around and make your way towards Sylvia's apartment eventually.
And I think it's only after leaving that space that she finally notices Lyle in the window.
As you approach, you see, yeah.
Shit.
Do you guys enter the apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before they open the door, I think Maud's already in tears. Like it's a slow sort of trudge up the steps, but as soon as that front door's open, she's gone. She's up the stairs.
I don't know if Sylvia goes up to look at Lyle at all, and we'll just try and focus on what she can do here, and we'll stay with this child, this figure.
Mm. Slumped over the windowsill, still half in the apartment, half out, gun clattered to the floor, is Lyle. His face facing to where the last thing he would have seen was y'all in this protective way.
I think Maud just sits down next to him, sort of like shoulder to shoulder, pulls his head onto her shoulder, and just says, "You didn't miss." Good boy. I think she sits there for a long time.
Lyle, you are standing in the back of the living room with a hat, the mysterious man next to you. I didn't make it clear enough for most of your life that you were cared for, and I'm sorry.
Well, it's a hell of a shame to find out now. I don't know. Can I stay here just a second longer?
Lyle, where is peace for you?
I don't know. I think this is about as good as I ever got.
Would Lyle, I don't know if he could in this moment, would Lyle look over to see the note that Sylvia had written for him? That she had told him about?
Can I
You have like
sit
full
down
movement and
for a
everything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I go over and I find it and I try and see if I can interact with it in some way.
For you, Maud, you see the note kind of flitter off the mantle and like fall to the ground. While for you, that is you being able to open and look at it.
Before Sylvia had left to go confront Jonathan Pritchett in the bank earlier, she wrote a note and it says, to Lau, if anything should happen to me while I'm in the vault, I know you did your best to protect us, but I want you to know my home is yours. I know you've had your struggles in love, but live here comfortably with the people of the town and learn what you can from my books. I know that you haven't had the best education, but you're a curious kid and you ask the right questions. The books can help you find some answers. Sylvia.
I get up after taking a moment and letting that kind of wash over me, and I look at the man in the top hat, and then I look at Maud, and then I say, well, I'm glad it's them with the best of intentions that got to live on.
I think I know a spot for you to be at peace. Lyle, if you'd like. If you don't mind my suggestion, there's a nice sheep farm not far out of town.
And like kind of go up to him and I put a hand on his shoulder and I go with him.
We see Maud seated with Lyle leaning onto her. As we then see the two of them in almost that sort of ethereal way kind of phase through a wall. Sylvia's still downstairs. Cliff, a broken man, crying in the streets. Or at least that's how he had spent his final moments. And we see Tony holding a glass bottle with a cloth over it. And that is where we'll end our ZeitHeist.
God damn it.
Thanks everybody for the fun. Right?
I told you I was going to cry tonight.
You did.
Yeah, thanks,
You at
y'all.
We'll go back around and let everyone say who they are, what they got going on, and all that. So we'll start with Natasha.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Natasha. I've been Sylvia Lopez this fine evening. And you can find me everywhere on the internet at Natasha B Cosplays. You can find me a lot on whatever really happens on that channel at Don't Kill My Character, over on Tales from the Table Studios, and just around here and there, depending on what happens next. Yeah, I'm not gonna promote too much today. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
We'll have stuff running all the rest of the episodes for you. So, Kit.
I'm Kit. I have been your Maud DuPont of the New York City DuPonts. I told Lux that I was going to bring a goofy sheep farmer, and I was not going to be an emotionally vulnerable character this time, and look what happened. So just know, no character is safe. Heck, you can find me most places on the internet at Kit Roll like role play. I'm sure you get it. If you want to hear my voice and more of me making myself and my friends cry, check out Bloom and Blight. It's a Girl by Moonlight podcast. We do magical girl stuff, but like Madoka magical girl. So yeah, we're doing a mech racing one right now. So we're in hiatus. Great time to catch up. Check out Bloom and Blight Persephone anywhere you get your podcasts. I'm going to go to therapy.
Hello. I have been Lyle. I am Teddy. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Teddy_last name on YouTube or over at Blue Sky. I don't have anything to promote. I don't have anything to promote this evening. Thank you.
And I'm Ryan. This is Totes, mainly on Instagram. And I've been Cliff Franklin. And similarly, I don't have anything to really promote at the moment. But thank you.
And I'm Lux. I've been your keeper. You can find me here bullying people pretty often. One thing to promote is actually next week, we'll be back again with the same crew, except Teddy will be running the game as we move into our Delta Green section. So excited. Come back next week for that. Teddy is my first DM and what got me into this. So if you think I'm fucked up, just know there's other things that could happen when he takes over the game. And is also far better at this than me. So come watch. I don't have anything to promote other than get in our Discord, hang out. We always do, casting calls for ourselves, for other people, letting you know if this is something that you think looks like fun. I don't know why, but other games do, I promise. And then we will catch you guys next week. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Bye y'all.